Welcome into whatever I decided to call this. At the time of this recording, I'm kind of building it backwards, so I'm not sure what I'm going to call it yet. But what it is a very simple, easy, effective way for you to find potential copywriting clients, reach out to those individuals, and potentially land them as soon as you're done watching this quick presentation. So with that being said, let's dive in. So, who am I and why should you care? Well, first of all, my name is Michael, and that's my little avatar thing right there. I am a copywriter. Obviously, I live in Texas, have two beautiful children and a corgi. When I first started out about 3 years ago, I was a broke and struggling physical therapist assistant. I wanted to get into copywriting. I was studying. I was, reading the books and doing all the things in the courses and handwriting sales letters. But I had no idea how to actually get paid to do everything that I had been learning about, right? So if it's out there, there's a very, very good chance I've done it. So I did trying to do LinkedIn posts, sending connections with pitches, value posts in Facebook groups, and then DMing everybody. Did some stuff on Upwork here and there, ZipRecruiter, resumes, Indeed resumes. If it's out there, I've probably done it. And I really had no idea what I was doing. And I was not getting paid really anything to do copywriting, which I had been studying for at least a pretty good amount of time. I was frustrated. I, really honestly started to think that maybe it was just a mistake for me to even get into copywriting, because nobody taught me in any course, in any program, how to actually find clients that I could work for, and then really how to reach out to them in a way that got their attention to where they wanted to talk to me. So fast forward, I did hire some other coaches and found, a thing here or there, or quote unquote, stumbled upon a few gems, and it worked, right? So that helped me get in with the infamous Grant Cardone. I landed 2 8-figure e-commerce agencies. Worked for another big agency called Launch Titans, landed a senior copywriting role for $90,000 a year and more. Grant was $5K. The 2 e-commerce agencies were $5K. And so I went very quickly from having zero idea and zero clients to $5K, $10K, $15K, all the way up to around $20K. And I kind of hover around there right now. And that's really based on just things that I learned, things that I, went out and tested for myself and made work. And I'm not saying any of that to brag or to showboat, because I'm not that good of a copywriter, right? I'm not even close to a quote unquote A-list. I'm not close to any big name that's in the copywriting world today, and especially of the past. So I just really point all this out to say that if I can do it as a pretty new copywriter, there is a very good chance that you can do it as well. So with that being said, I'm going to give you some proof just to show that I'm not making stuff up. So this is a bonus pay stub that I got from Grant Cardone, right? You see up here, Cardone Training. That's my name, Michael Bear. And I got a $4,000 bonus. That month I made $9,000 plus from Grant just that month. Every other month was around $5K. This is some e-commerce money, right? So this was $2,500 every 2 weeks, right? So this was $5K a month. This is more e-com money. These were around $2,000. It was $25,000, but they were doing taxes and health benefits and all that good stuff. So it was around $2K, but still that's around $4,000 a month, and on and on and on and on. So what we're going to get into right now is how to get your next client right freaking now. And if I move my face over here, it's actually really simple, right? This piece that I'm going to show you is something that you can do immediately as soon as you're done watching this video, that you can start using to reach out to potential clients in a way that grabs their attention, gets replies to your emails, and then gets them on a call so that you can work for them and get paid to be a copywriter. And it is very, very simple. A lot of people don't even think about doing this, know about doing this. But it's easy, right? And I had no idea when I was starting out that I could do this, how to do this, and do it in a way that was turned out to be pretty effective. So it starts with Facebook ads library, right? So you can go on Facebook ads library. You get 2 Chrome extensions. One is called Hunter. The other is Apollo, because those are going to get you the emails for the people that you can reach out to. You're going to get those emails using those extensions. Then you're going to email something that stands out, right? And that's in caps for a reason, because this was a big mistake that I was making in my early days of trying to outreach to potential clients, is that my emails were boring. And for some reason, like I had something in my mind that I had to be, quote unquote professional. And basically what I was doing is forgetting everything I had learned about copywriting and sending really boring, like, hey, first name, I saw your funnel on Facebook and something, I'm a copywriter, blah, 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 right? Boring, very easy to ignore, easy to ghost, just like any other cold, email that they've ever gotten. And what I discovered is that you have to do something that really, really, really stands out, that's different, because people get so many emails in their inbox that if you're not sending something that grabs them, then they're just going to swipe, X out, whatever, and just ignore it. Like some kind of like a little gnat that's flying around that they're just waving away because it's just something that's bothering them. But when you do it right, it can actually lead to some pretty cool results, such as from Kaylee, right? So this is an example of one of the emails I sent out, and she was so entertained that she forwarded it to Mike, who was the owner of the company, Peter, who was the copy director, and Joy, who was, I think, the account manager, director, whatever. And they were entertained by it, and she was ready to get on a chat almost immediately. This is from another young lady. This is from an e-commerce agency that I landed. And as you can see here, I'd love to hop on a call. You definitely caught our attention, right? You can see here, and that is a big key and proof positive of what I'm saying, is that it was something that reached out, grabbed them by the throat, pulled them in, and they said, maybe we should talk to this person, right? And of course, she was ready to jump on a call. This is actually somebody that I recently got into a conversation with. And this is somebody that I got into a conversation with from the exact method that I'm going to show you here in a second, right? So using Facebook, using Apollo, getting the emailing something that stands out. And now we're in conversations about me taking over their email in the context of like an email list manager role. This, excuse me if I move my face. This is Yusuf, and I posted a little bit of what I'm telling you right now on LinkedIn, and he took that little piece, started doing it. He did it today, got an appointment set for Wednesday, right? Just with a small piece of what I'm going to show you right now, right? Which to me was like super awesome, because he saw what I did, went out and did it, started emailing, boom, got an appointment. I haven't followed up with him. Hopefully he closed it, and hopefully he kept going to land more and more conversations and potentially clients. So before we dive in, remember, it's very, very basic. You're going to use Facebook ads library. You're going to get the Hunter and Apollo Chrome extensions. They're both free. You're going to use them to scrape people's emails. And then you're going to email something that stands out and grabs their attention. And so now what I'm going to do is run you through everything I just talked about in real time so that you can take it, use it, and potentially start getting conversations going as soon as you're done watching this video. So I'm going to escape out of that. We're going to go over here to ads library, right? Here I am. I'm actually going to get rid of my face for now because it's going to get in the way. Move this down here. There we go. So I'm going to go to Facebook ads library, right? Literally just go on Google and search Facebook ads library. It'll pull it up and you're in. I'm going to choose United States. I'm going to do all ads. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this search bar to type and search for anything that I can think of, right? It could be jewelry. It could be sneakers. It could be nootropics, supplements, chiropractors, back pain relief, dentists, fitness coaches and consultants, whatever you can think of, you can type it in here and get immediate results. So let's go ahead and try that out. So I'm going to try to type with one hand. I'm going to do sneakers. And this is actually something that I did and how I got one of those conversations going that I showed you. So right now I'm seeing everybody and their mama that's running ads for sneakers, right? And here's why this is key. Everybody that you type into this is a business, a company, a brand, an individual who is spending money on their marketing, right? They have to pay to do these ads. So they're all about marketing. They're into, trying to grow and get clients or customers for their products or services. And they could potentially need help with copy, right? Because this Facebook ad is copy. The landing page, sales page, website, whatever it goes to is copy. If they're collecting email addresses, that's going to need email copy, right? So all of these people need copy. They're using copy. They're spending money on marketing, and they could be spending that money on you to help them with selling their products and services. So I can do sneakers, right? I can do anything. I can do, let's do even my big dog. Let's go to Grant Cardone, right? So I'm going to do a search for Grant Cardone. And immediately I'm seeing all the 18,000 ads that he runs all the time. And this is for Cardone Ventures. You can go down. There's all kinds of stuff for just his brand, Grant's brand, like, all of his different brands, his different businesses, whatever. So then what we're going to do is I'm going to just, let's say, select this ad. Right. And so right here, this needs copy, right? This is somebody wrote this, right? And that person could potentially be you. It's coming up. So as you can see here, this yellow thing pops up and this red thing up here lights up. So this red thing is Hunter and the yellow thing is Apollo. I'm a fan of Apollo more than Hunter, but I have both and I do use both because sometimes one may give you like a better hit for an email you're looking for. So anyway, go to Apollo. Right, you can see here, 230 employees. I'm going to find those leads. Now, here we go. I've got the human resources manager. That's somebody I could talk to about working for Cardone. I can go to this individual. This is Natalie Dawson. She's a co-founder of Cardone Ventures. I could talk to the digital marketing manager, and on and on and on and on and on, right? So I could just select right here, Natalie Dawson. And the cool thing about Apollo is you can also add these people. You can even create a list and you can just compile email, save them in a list. Then you can export that list, get all the email addresses, and then start emailing. But for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say access email. And let's see where that went. Here we go. Click here. Right, so you can see here, right here, Natalie at CardoneVentures.com. I can just click this little icon here, and now it just says email copied. So now I have that email address. I can go into my Gmail, right, and I can start sending an email, right, that stands out. And I can use this again for anybody, Grant Cardone, any kind of e-commerce brand, agency, anybody that provides a service or a product. You can use this right now. Get their emails and start emailing them as soon as you're done watching this to potentially get clients. I'm actually going to show you one more before I move on. So that's using Facebook Ads Library. There's another cool one that you can use. And what I've done is just gone to a supplement company, right? Natural Stacks. And there's another cool Chrome extension, right? This is kind of like a little surprise bonus for you. And it's this little bad boy up here. And it is called Similar Sites, if I'm remembering the name. Yep, Similar Sites. You can see it down here. So you get the Chrome extension, Similar Sites, upload that. It pulls up Natural Stack. So what it's going to do is find all kinds of other businesses that are similar to this business, right? So I can really try to hone in my search for e-commerce brands that are selling, this kind of stuff. So I can just scroll down, right? Right here, I've got Dr. Axe, Vitamin Shop. Some of them are going to be too big, they're going to be giant, but On It is one. First Form is one, and I actually may start emailing these people today. Now that I'm doing this in front of you, Bulletproof, on and on and on and on, right? Algae Cow, whatever that is, Neurohacker. So all kinds of other businesses. So let's just say I'm going to do Dr. Axe. We'll give that a shot. So I'm going to click this little icon. It's going to open this other site up with some information on it. And then I can click this little icon and it's going to go to the website. So now I'm on the Dr. Axe website. I'm not going to spin to win. And I should, after all these things go away, should have a little thing from Apollo that pops up here in a second after my page is done loading. So we will just wait for a brief moment. And of course, here we are. Apollo just popped up. So I go to here, I go to 29 employees. And there's a therapist, there's a sales director, there's a doctor, ambassador, drilling engineer, Jim. So not too much that I can work with there, but maybe if I try Hunter, I'll get something else. I got help, I got different names, I got some support. So probably not the best example, but I can email these people right here. So this is Kaylee, this is Olis. I'm not sure exactly what their role is, but I could send them a simple email like, hey, could you let me know who to reach out to in terms of, working for you guys as a copywriter, right? So it's just an example, right? Probably not the best, but you saw it with Cardone. You can see it here that I can use this similar sites to find all kinds of people that I can start reaching out to. Maybe I'll try Ancient Nutrition, see if this one works a little bit better. Everybody's doing spin to win, I guess. And we'll wait for Apollo to load up. And Apollo pops up, and let's see if I get some good stuff. There's 150 employees. Here we go. Co-founder and CEO, VP of Retail Marketing, Sales Manager, Direct Response Marketing, Vice President. Ooh, that's a good one to reach out to right there. Creative Director. That's beautiful. Vice President of Brand Marketing, President and COO, Director of E-commerce. Right. So these are all key decision makers, and I can email each and every one of them to try and get my foot in the door to write emails for them, or Facebook or landing pages, whatever. I can write copy for them. So now you have an idea, right? You can just use Facebook Ads Library. Easy way to, find potential clients. You can even scroll here. This is Facebook itself. You can scroll around on Facebook, right? Let's just scroll down my feed. There's Grant. Keep going. So what I'm doing is I'm looking for ads, right? You're probably getting ads. Actually, you definitely are getting ads on your feed right now. So here's NEPQ training, blah, 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 blah. I wouldn't mind working for Jeremy Miner. So maybe I can go to this page and see if I get some hits. Wait for this to load. All right, it's loading up. And let me wait for Apollo. Apollo pulls up, and let's see. Oh, couldn't find anything. So maybe Hunter. Nope, doesn't work all the time. So this is a good example of it's not going to be 100% every single time you click on something, but I'd say 90+% of the time you're going to get some good stuff. So now that you've seen how you can use Ads Library, how you can use similar sites, how you can use Apollo to scrape emails and find the key decision makers to email. Next, what we're going to do is talk about what should you send them? What have I sent them that actually got replies and got things going? And that is coming up in 1 second. All right, so now we're going to dive into exactly what I was talking about when I meant, or when I said that you need to reach out in a way that grabs attention. So before I go on, you're probably going to look at these and you're going to be maybe in disbelief. You're going to say that could never work. This is stupid. Why would you do that? I thought I'm supposed to be professional. This is ridiculous. Whatever thoughts maybe come to your mind. I get it, right? I understand. I was actually surprised that that these worked. But it really goes to the point, right, that you have to grab attention and you have to do something different in order to reach out. That's, my belief. That's based on my experience. So, you can take it with a grain of salt, but this is what I use to get multiple e-commerce agencies, Grant Cardone, really almost every client that I've gotten. It was from sending emails, like this, right? Something that stood out, grabbed attention, and got them interested enough to say, okay, cool, let's talk, right? And the replies that I showed you early in this presentation was just a handful. I have a load more. So they work, right? And it's not the words that I wrote. It's not the copy. It's just the key principle of that I did something that was different, that stood out in their inbox, that made them say, okay, maybe I should talk to this person. Does it work 100% of the time? Absolutely not. Does it get negative replies? Sometimes, like I have gotten a couple. But for me, this has worked. It's what got me to where I am today, from zero to making good money, writing from home, hanging out with my kids, living a good life. And it's what's going to take me even further because I'm not done yet. And I'm going to keep trying to grow and try to hit that 25K, 30K, even up to 50K with a small e-commerce agency or email agency. And I'm going to be using emails like this. So what did I do that's so special, right? So what I did here is, this is one of my go-to subject lines. It's about that new copywriter. And the reason I use that is because it grabs like their attention, but it's also brings on a little curiosity, right? So which new copywriter? Did we hire a new copywriter, or is something going on with the new person that we just hired? Who is this from, right? Is it from somebody complaining, a customer saying, hey, about that new writer, like, you guys are trash? Is it somebody in the company that I don't recognize their email, right? So it gets people interested in, okay, which copywriter are we talking about here? And then, since I'm sending these from a Gmail account that I have a custom domain for, there's no preview text. So I have to make sure that my first line, or the hook, does a good job so that they see that next to the subject line to try to pull them in. So my go-to is, I was beating my head against the keyboard, trying to think of a super clever way to get your attention, right? So at a minimum, they're going to see about that new copywriter, and I was beating my head against the keyboard, right? And they're going to say, what the hell is this? They're going to open that bad boy up, read it. I decided to send my email instead, or this email instead. So what I do, and what I have done, is I go to their website and I try to find a picture of them, the founder, the owners, the team, whatever I can find. If I can't find anything like that, I'll just use like something from their homepage maybe. And I do a screenshot, and then I just draw like a stupid stick figure or some kind of dumb drawing. My son uses like a picture of a Ferrari with like a stick figure in it holding a bunch of money. And I just do something, right, that personalizes it a bit and that reaches out and grabs attention, right? So they instantly recognize this as their company. They recognize these people because that's who they work with. That's their team. And now I have just inserted myself into their company as a member of their team. And then I just go on, and it's just, I'm not going to go line by line because it's just blah, blah, blah. I'll do crazy stuff, text keywords to my phone number. Here's a crazy PS. And then what I do, which I will show you, is I try to put social proof in the emails, right? So if you do not have social proof, that's fine, because I didn't have it when I started. So what I did was went on Upwork, and I just started doing really low bids on all kinds of different projects, excuse me, in order for me to get a testimonial. So, hey, I need some help with some emails, whatever. Cool, man. I'll do it for $20 and a testimonial. Good. Sold, right? Immediately. That's how I got Steve. That's how I got Sophian. And I just used Upwork and got testimonials because it adds social proof. And even if you're fairly new, like, you now have some social proof to make it appear that you have more experience that you may actually have, which was definitely the case for me, because I basically had, very little other than just my own practice and spec work and a few little baby projects here and there. So I throw those in. I put references in the bottom of mine. So obviously now I have more references. I have more social proof, and I'll throw those in as well. And you can see, right, that it works. So you can see here, this is from Karen. I showed you this earlier. I would love to hop on a call to chat about the blah, blah, blah. You definitely caught our attention, right? Let's hop on a call next week, right? And that all came from this silly stuff right here. It came from me finding their email, right, for this e-commerce agency, sending this crazy email, and immediately, bada boom, bada bing, let's jump on a call. I'm on the call. Hey, cool, this went great. What are you looking for in terms of, money? Okay, this and that. Great. Offer letter came a day later, and I was already working, right? Like 1, 2, 3, like just that easy. This is another example of another email that I sent out that got me a gig with Peaceful Profits back in the day. So I structured this one to look as if it's an upsell page on a funnel, right? Because they were basically, that Peaceful Profits does a ton of funnels. That's what they do. So why not reach out with an email that looks like a funnel, right? Or an upsell page. So please watch this important video. And here's a stupid picture of me. That's my ex-wife who was helping me. I got a dumb gold chain. a fake ClickFunnels award. This is actually Red Bull, not champagne. And that is actually my backyard with my pool in the back. And I did make a real video, right? It was a real stupid video of me doing this stuff and pretending to be some kind of guru. And then everything goes to hell. It looks real stupid. It's dumb. It cuts out. And then it went to me just talking to whoever was going to watch the video just about working for them. So went on. Here's a crazy headline. And it just goes on. Blah, blah, blah. Work for you. I'll do all this kind of stuff. Here's a Terminator. Here's 3 bonuses if you act now. Here's option 1 with these silly gifts. Blah, blah, blah. Option 2. Just rambling on, doing crazy stuff. And a gif of a cat shooting was, I guess, is either pickles or cucumbers. I'm not sure, right? And then, of course, right? Let me scroll down. Here we go. Hey, Michael, I was so entertained that I forwarded this to Mike, Peter, and Joy, right? I showed you this in the beginning. Let's jump on a call this afternoon or tomorrow and then off to the races, right? So why does that work? Because it grabs attention, right? Because it's different, because it's unique, because it's something that they have not seen in their emails probably ever, right? So if you really do a good job of trying to do something that jumps out, this is going to be something that they've never seen, right? Because most people are getting boring emails they don't want, stuff they signed up for that they don't know why they did, really bad, cold, emails, pitches, e-com, emails with pictures of, shorts and candles or whatever, right? So they're just getting all kinds of stuff, but they're not getting anything like this. So if you can do something that grabs their attention, then you're going to be much more likely to get a reply and much more likely to get them on the phone. Again, it's not going to happen every single time. It is going to take some elbow grease. You're all going to have to put in some work to get it done. And a lot of people will, ignore it. But all it takes is a couple of yeses and you're off to the races, right? And if you're doing something like this, you're giving yourself a much higher likelihood of getting replies versus sending, hey, first name, insert compliment. I'm a copywriter, da, 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 da. Want to chat? So that's based on my experience. That's based on my, belief. Maybe those other kinds of emails work. I don't know. I've never really done them, except early on, which all of them got ghosted. But these types of emails are the ones that have really worked for me, and they're the ones that took me from 0 to 5K to 10K to 15K. The works. So remember, you're going to use Facebook Ads Library. Or you're going to use similar sites. You're going to get Hunter and Apollo, right? They're free Chrome extensions. This is Apollo, this yellow one right here. This is Hunter. You're going to get people's emails and you're going to email something that stands out like I just mentioned to you. And with that being said, that's actually only a very, very, very small piece of the entire system that I've built, which I'm calling the Juggernaut, and that's what you're looking at right now. This is inside the program that I've built that takes what I just showed you and puts all of that on steroids, right? So this is a complete system from A to Z of I have no idea where to start, how to find potential clients, how to reach out, how to follow up, how to handle the calls. Like I don't know anything to now I'm working with multiple clients. I'm earning all kinds of good money and I know how to handle all the workload so I don't drive myself crazy and so that I keep my clients very happy. This is a program that I built especially for copywriters that were struggling like I was when I first started out, that had no clue from where to start or how to even get clients, right? So I basically built this for me as if I was just starting out again, based on everything that I've learned over the past few years of being a copywriter and landing all kinds of clients, right? So it has a community, as you can see here. You can ask questions, you can post wins. There's homework or fun work, quote unquote. I can critique your cold emails. If you're working on gigs or something, I can critique the copy that you have going on. When I find, different gigs or jobs that come up, I throw them in here in the gigs. And of course, it has a gigantic classroom, which has start here first, how to get results fast, how to find clients. Here are all the links, outreach, follow-up, templates for all kinds of different types of outreach. How do you handle the interviews? how do you handle success once you have multiple clients, how to, if you're interested, put all of this on autopilot for you using some what I call AI outreach terminator stuff, right? Which takes all kinds of outreach and puts everything on automation. So all you need to do is find leads the way that I showed you, plus more, load them up, and the system does all of the work for you, does all of the emails, does all of the follow-up, whatever. I've got some 80-20 copy stuff in there if you need help with maybe a few tips and tricks of how to improve your copy. What I do starting over, organic, how to build your street cred, the works, right? This is everything from A to Z of how to start from I know absolutely nothing about getting clients, and then step by step, hold you by the hand all the way through to now I have clients, now I'm rocking. This is awesome, right? Like I said, there's a community. We get on group calls, right? There's coaching. There's everything that you need to go from zero to potentially your first 5K, 10K, even 15K a month, just like I did when I was starting out. And it is much more robust and comprehensive than just what I showed you in this quick presentation. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, you can click the link below whatever this video is on, and you can get in touch and we can talk about getting you into the program if it's the right fit, and you can rock and roll, right? But I'll warn you, right? This is not for anybody that's a window shopper. I don't want people getting into the program that are just testing the waters, that aren't really hungry to get clients. But if you are super hungry to get clients, if you're ready to land 1, 2, 3 clients, even as quickly as the next 3 weeks, this program is definitely something that can help you. I'm in this with you. We can get on calls, even if it's one-on-one, basically whatever you need to get started finding, landing, and keeping high-paying clients. So again, if you're interested, do it. If not, that's cool. More clients for the rest of us. And I hope that this presentation was valuable to you. I hope that you take it and use it. Start reaching out to people. And even if you don't jump in my thing, take what you've learned in this, start emailing and start getting clients right now so that you can live the lifestyle and earn the money that brought you to copywriting in the first place. So with that, I'll see you in the next round, and take care.